Okay. Hello, everybody. This is Nia, founder and editor-in-chief of SheAttack.com, and we are back with another episode of our live podcast. I don't even know what number we're on at this point.
This is
6. Get it together,
Number
girl.
6?
I think
Okay.
so.
Well,
I feel like there's been more than 6, but okay.
it does seem like it's been like a lot more than 6.
I
Holy
know.
crap. But I guess we can go ahead and go around and say who we are, even though people already know who we are and what we've been playing. I'll start first. I'm Nia, obviously, and I haven't been playing anything as always because I talk about games and I do things about games more than I actually play them. I actually just for lulz played freaking what is it? What did I play the other day? Just Dance 2014.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
So there was lots of awkward nerd dancing, and it was pretty dang hilarious if I do say so myself. It was a lot of fun. It's one of those kind of games you just when you just want to chill and you don't want to take life so serious. You just kind of want to relieve your stress and like just do your thing. What about you, Shar?
I've been playing my review copy of Secrets of Rayticon. I'm gonna
Yeah.
butcher the name every time, but
It's
hard to say.
cool. It looks like a fun game.
It is really cool. And so yeah, I've played. Steam tells me I've played 107 hours or hours.
my God.
107 minutes.
Shar,
Wow.
get a
Minutes.
Never
Holy
mind.
crap. That's a lot. I only got it 2 days ago. Damn. So yeah, I've only played like a couple hours of it. So, but I'm gonna review that soon.
That's nice. What about you, Erica?
Titanfall for 360. I've just been playing that every chance I get to play any games. Because I've been meaning to play The Wolf Among Us Episode 3, because that's out.
Oh
and,
yeah.
and every time I turn on my TV, it's like, you know what? I'm going to play Titanfall. So I've just been playing that the past week or so. So yeah, that's it.
How is the 360 version, by the way?
It's obviously it's not going to look as good as the Xbox One version, but I mean it's not bad. I think the experience is pretty similar. It's fun. I don't play in really long sessions though, so I know a lot of people say it gets boring after a while, but I haven't had that experience yet. So I don't know.
Right.
Maybe that's the trick. You can't play it too long or something.
Right.
But it's good.
What about you, Gabby?
Well, really nothing until like a week ago because of school. Because I've really been wanting to play Infamous Second Son. And I have the
Right.
copy, but I can't play it because of classes. Because it's like one of those games that once I start playing it, I know I'm not gonna like do anything else.
Right.
So like my boyfriend wanted me to try League of Legends last week.
Yeah,
So I
boy.
played, I played one round of it last week and I became like obsessed. I played like 20 rounds now.
Add me. We will play.
Look at that. No. Did you check the face of shame though? Like
She loves
she
it.
got dug down. Like, oh man, that was funny.
It's cool. I'll play with you.
It's really fun. Yeah, no, I never really got what it was about. I'm like so stupid, and then I played it and I was like, oh my god, I love it. So yeah,
Yeah,
that's awesome.
that's awesome. Well, I'm glad that you ladies get to play games. That sounds fantastic. So, first on our agenda, we have the PS4 has officially sold over 7 million copies, and that is an amazing feat. I mean,
Yeah.
like when it came out in November, right? So it didn't. It's like, wow, that's crazy. 7 million copies in since November is insane. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm just really proud of Sony for basically turning around all of the mistakes that they made with the PS3, with the PS4, and much more success to them, honestly. I mean, like they're doing it. They're really making it a point to put out a really good and complete product, and I just wish them even more success. That's all I have to say about that. Y'all can chime
Well
in.
said.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was just looking at the numbers again, and they're at 7.1, and Xbox is at 4.3, Wii U is at 6 million.
Right.
So goddamn, they're
The
that's a
domination.
The
lot.
hype train is
The
real.
domination.
The hype train is real.
Like that is like complete domination right there.
It is.
Let's see what else.
Anyways.
You
Yeah.
guys pretty much said it. You said it
Yeah, I mean
all.
that's
I
pretty
mean,
much really all you could say
Yeah,
about
you
it.
yeah. I mean,
can't
it's
really
it's great for Sony.
debate it. Yeah.
That's
Like Nia says,
fantastic
they
for
learn
Sony.
from their mistakes, and I mean, kudos to Sony.
Right. Okay.
Mhm.
Well, what were you gonna say, Shar?
Nothing. Go.
Um, there's been some controversy. I think it's ridiculous even like bringing this topic up.
Oh
But
my god.
there's apparently a thing where the Spider-Man, what is it, the Amazing Spider-Man 2,
Uh-huh.
is it coming to the Xbox One or something like that?
Snap.
And for some reason, people are making this a really big deal and kind of making it you know how everybody turns everything into a console war and everybody's all like, oh well, the Xbox is the new Wii U, it's not getting the Amazing Spider-Man 2, haha. And I think it's hilarious. Like, I mean, come on, let's keep it real.
I
When
even
is the last time anybody has been legit extra excited for a Spider-Man game? I mean, come on, man.
That's so true.
Like, all I can
Spider-Man
say is
2 was a
that's
good game.
hilarious. I mean, I guess it sucks for those who wanted to play it, but I don't remember the last time anybody has ever been like, oh man, I can't wait for that new Spider-Man joint. Like, oh snap. Like, really? Man.
You don't even know. Yeah. You don't even know.
That Spider-Man hype.
You don't even know.
That Spider-Man hype is so real right now because it's convenient. Like, I'm
Right.
just so over this mentality in gaming right now.
Oh
It's
my
crazy.
God.
What do y'all have to say about that?
Oh man. Well,
I
I
don't
know
know.
I saw a video. I don't know who it was by, but they said that the Xbox One got Wii U'd. Like they're using that as a term
Oh my god.
to say like
Oh,
whenever a
God.
console doesn't get a game, I guess it's like Wii U'd now. So
There's
That's
a reason
hilarious.
why.
people are just going
love
ham
it.
on this, and like you said, I mean it's for Spider-Man too. I mean, really?
Like, I could understand if it was like,
Uh-huh.
freaking Metal Gear or like something else, but it's like, come on, man. The Amazing Spider-Man 2 and y'all are like going ham right now. I'm gonna be
Now.
so mad if people don't go out and buy that game.
Yeah, calm down.
I mean, seriously, that just really proves like how much BS like gamers be on these days. Like they
Yeah.
want.
Calm down.
I'm
girl.
sorry. Look, I'm just so sick of this mentality. Like people are taking the foot out of gaming for real, and it's like people will take any little ounce of anything just to show somebody else that their penis is bigger than theirs, just because their hardware, the piece of plastic they bought, is better. And it's just this is a all new low.
But okay, so
Craziness.
Dan says the first Amazing Spider-Man game was fun because it lets you free roam and stuff. And I'm pretty sure I saw Man vs. Game play this, and he had so many problems with the game on PC because it kept crashing on him. But the game itself actually looked okay. But I just after the first like 3 Spider-Man movies and then the Amazing Spider-Man came out, I was like, why? Why do we need another
Yeah.
Spider-Man?
So much
Why do we need
Spider-Man.
another
From like a movie, it was like a movie standpoint, I didn't understand it, and then they made a game about it. I was like, I'm done. I don't get it.
Maybe
So,
I'm
I'm done.
I don't know.
Did
maybe
you guys
I'm
ever play
biased,
the
I'm
original
not
Spider-Man?
really- I have not.
For
But I'll be
Original
honest, like
Spider-Man
I'm
was pretty good.
biased. I don't care for Spider-Man. I mean, Spider-Man is cool, but he's never a hero that I've always like went ham for. So I
Yeah.
really don't understand. I don't know. Maybe I'm ignorant. I don't know, but I really don't understand the business. I'm hating on the Spider-Man.
No, I'm with you both because like Shar saying the movies. I mean, I have not even seen the latest Amazing Spider-Man because I know there's a second one
The
coming.
first one wasn't good.
Okay,
It
well,
was
I haven't
okay.
seen the first one. After seeing that
was a nice
third
one.
Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire, where he's like
Oh,
walking
God.
around like a badass, or he thinks he's a badass,
Uh,
I was done. I'm like, I'm done. Like this is no more Spider-Man. But
It's so
as
finished.
but as far as the character itself, like I loved the comics, I loved the cartoon.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
'90s cartoon
Yeah,
was
the
awesome.
cartoon
Yeah.
was awesome.
So I mean, I have nothing against Spider-Man, but there is a lot of Spider-Mans, you know.
Modern Spider-Man didn't really do it for me. I'll
Mm.
be
Yeah.
honest. But I think, at any rate, this whole thing is hilarious to me. Cause like I've been legit seeing people on Facebook like hanging this over people's heads, like, aha, the Xbox One's not gonna get Spider-Man. Like, what?
Oh man.
Like, I'm so done with these people right now. It's
All
so
right, we're
funny.
off this topic now.
It's like
I'm just sorry.
really it's like a game that's not really on a lot of people's radar. I mean,
That's what I'm
True.
I
saying.
didn't even know they were making games for the movie.
I know,
Honestly.
yeah. So I mean,
Oh,
it's
good.
funny, freaking funny.
I don't know. It's funny.
You
Like, I
do
mean, it's not really the biggest deal. I just can't get over how.
just do a YouTube video about it. You'll be good.
Yeah, I would like to see that.
Oh man. All right, well, I guess we can go ahead and move on to the Evolve trailer. I really wish Jaleesa was here because we actually had a chance to play Evolve at PAX. But I haven't seen the trailer, but I don't need to because I had a chance to play Evolve at PAX. But one thing that I can say for sure about Evolve is, oh my God, I was not checking for Evolve at all. I wasn't. I mean, I just wasn't. I can't tell you why I wasn't, but when I actually had a chance to play it at PAX, and the concept of the 4 versus 1 became a little bit more clear, I think Evolve is probably going to be one of the better games to come out this year. Honestly, I might
Also
pick
the
it up.
statue.
It looks like
Yeah.
it's going to be a lot of fun because you guys know it's 4 versus 1. Everybody is playable. It's not like you and your friends going to play like some boss battle and like AI or whatever. Like, everybody is everything. Even the person is the monster Goliath. And I kind of was concerned about the balancing. I'm like, how in the world is this supposed to work? Like, is it going to be unbalanced? But after playing it, and the way that they kind of did everything works. But I mean, that's my little 2 cents. I haven't seen the trailer, but uh, how do you guys feel about it? I know, Erica, that's one of the games you were kind of looking forward to. How do you feel about the trailer?
It gave me chills. I was so into that trailer. It's really short. It's really, but it just looks awesome. Like, I don't know, this game is just so much on my radar. It's like my number one anticipated. I just think it's going to be fun. The question I have for you though, Nia, since you got to play it, is what the gameplay that I'm seeing. It just seems like there's like a lot going on. There's just like a lot of like bright colors and stuff. Like, what is all that stuff? Like, is that
Is
like weapons?
a lot of the stuff that you see, like the bright colors, is basically the result of people's like power-ups and stuff. 'Cause like,
Okay.
I played the support character, which basically is what it sounds like. Support, you're helping, get the job done and stuff. A lot of the stuff that you do, like, there's this one, what do you call it? This one power up that the support character has called the barrage, something barrage. I know it's like a barrage of missiles that like come down from the sky and stuff like that. Whenever you have the monster cornered, and like it makes all of these really cool looking effects. So maybe that's what you're talking about. But it's
Hmm.
definitely not a dull gray game like some people might think, because it's just about people like fighting this monster dude. But
Oh
like, there's
yeah.
actually a lot of
Yo.
really cool.
Hey,
Oh, there she goes.
perfect timing.
Perfect timing. We're talking about Evolve. Crunk, you want to
Oh
chime
yeah.
in?
What's up, everybody? I'm sorry. I
It's okay, girl. You sick today.
know, right? ER is a bitch. But please continue.
I mean, that's pretty much all I have to say about that. Is and then like the HUD and all that kind of stuff adds a lot of color to the game. It's not just dull gray and brown.
Well, y'all talking about how Evolve looks?
We're talking about the Evolve trailer right now, and she was asking me a question about like the color palette and stuff like that. There's a lot
I
of like
mean,
background noise coming from your side.
I'm sorry. Sorry, brother. brother just dropped me off.
Um,
Oh, but yeah, Ball looks amazing. Like it looks probably PC, but it looks really good.
okay. Did anybody else get a chance to see the Evolve trailer?
No.
No, you should check it out. We weren't able to take any pictures or video of Evolve, but trust me, it's gonna be, like I said, it's gonna
You
be
know,
one of the
I
best
got
games to
video,
come
right? You
out.
remember when the Friday and that live game?
I mean, yeah, but I'm talking about of what we actually did and everything. But
Yeah,
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 did
yeah.
you posted that, didn't you?
Yes, I did. The Frag Dogs actually retweeted it.
I hope Evolve doesn't end up Left 4 Dead for me. What do you mean, Dan?
You don't like Left 4 Dead?
I mean, I never played Left 4 Dead. I mean, I have it on like Steam, but I can't play it because my laptop sucks.
I played it. It's
But like
sorry, go
I've
ahead.
never actually played it. I've seen like Shoke play it, but that's about it.
Yeah, I played it. It made me dizzy though.
It made you dizzy.
Like real bad. I was like, oh,
Okay.
okay, I gotta stop.
I
But
mean, I
Evolve is
mean,
third person, so I won't have that problem. It'll be good.
Right.
actually, I think it's both.
Yeah, I think you can change it,
And you
right?
can switch back and forth.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, it's first person too. I know what you're saying, but for
Because we were
multiplayer, I'm
playing,
good.
yeah, you know, we were playing as first person.
Right.
Hmm.
But
See,
Yeah.
I
yeah,
didn't know you could switch back and forth.
yeah, you
See, I
can. They
learned
just didn't
something
say
new.
anything about it.
Mhm.
Like I can play first person games on multiplayer, but if it's like a campaign setting and I can't control the cameras and stuff, then I get dizzy. It's really weird.
Right.
It's really weird.
Okay. Well, we could go ahead and move on if we don't have anything else to talk about regarding Evolve. We can go ahead and move on to the next topic, which
Mhm.
is Final Fantasy 3 is coming to PC. And I will say that I don't care. I don't care. So, I mean, who's the RPG junkie here, Shar? How do you feel about that?
This game doesn't need to be anywhere else, anywhere, ever
Like,
again.
isn't it like this is like the gazillion like iteration of it or something like that?
This game, and I was gonna say 4, but mostly just 3. Final Fantasy 3 has been like it's on everything, like it's everything. Like you can get it on the Ouya, you can get it on your phone, you can get it on PC, you can get it. It's for 3DS, which is what I have it for. It's pretty much for everything but like major consoles, and it bugs me because it's not even the best freaking one, and it sucks.
Because I know that you have like your whole thing with Final Fantasy and who you think is the best character from the series and
Uh-huh.
which one you think is the best.
Uh-huh.
Like Shar, no, Shar is hilarious because like we were trying to think about what guys to put in our Hot Men Month bracket.
I
I
didn't come.
suggested
She wanted to
Cloud,
do
and like
all
she went
RPG,
on a
guys.
tirade. Like she went on this huge tirade. It was hilarious.
No,
But
remember her initial question was like, "Do I have to put Link?" Remember
wow.
Do I
that?
have to put Link? Didn't want to, but I
That's
had
funny.
to. But no, yeah, this game, it's good. Like I'm not saying it's like the worst FF game ever, but it's like they need to stop ragging on it so much because I don't know why they do it, but I think it's just to get money, and it's like they just keep putting it on different things. And it's like you just need to give the people what they want and not Final Fantasy 3 all over again. Like
They need to
What is
put
it
what
that
is
the
it,
people
7?
want?
Everybody keeps asking for 7. They don't want to
but
do it.
7's on PC. Okay, people want 7 to be remade, like remastered and like everything, but they don't have the money and they don't have the time because they'd be working on Kingdom Hearts, which everyone else wants as well. So they can just shut up. So
I mean, but people been asking for that for years though, like,
I know.
and they keep freaking bringing out Lightning. No one cares about her. They don't.
I have faith,
Yeah.
but
After
I
Squeak-
the
mean,
third
I
one's a
I
little
have
more.
faith too, but shit now, like Lightning ain't got what 2 games? Nobody wanted.
3 now.
hey, 13 was
Uh,
good. 13 was actually really good. So, Gabby, what do you have to say? Because I know you like 13.
yeah, she likes RPGs too.
What about Lightning or about Final Fantasy?
We're not talking about Lightning. We're just gonna leave that one for another day. But Final Fantasy 3 being whatever.
I never
Fun
actually
to
played
see.
but I have seen it like everywhere all the time, and it always like it's like, should I try it? Then I'm like why is it everywhere? Like it's not even one of like the most highly like, you know, talked about ones.
Rated.
Like I hear people talk about like 6 more than 3, I think, which is weird.
Okay, I haven't played 6, but 6 is supposed to be one of the best ones on SNES.
Yeah,
and that's saying something.
The SNES.
Yeah.
The SNES.
Also, I like Final Fantasy 13 as
I like 13.
so.
13 is awesome.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, because everyone was like, oh, he's got it. Yeah, 13 is good. Then 13.2 was weird with the story.
13.2 was
And
so
13.3
weird.
I haven't played, so.
Same. I have it. It's in the other room. I have it. I played it. I don't know. It's worth maybe $20.
I don't know, man. But like I read about that, and I
totally.
was like, is this really new?
At least
I don't know what's
the girl.
going on over
It's
there.
like her, like you can hear her life.
It's like real world over there.
You can hear her life in the background. Yeah, well, if anybody like, if y'all don't have anything else to talk about regarding,
I
Final
have
Fantasy,
nothing to say
we
because
can
I mean
move.
I didn't play Final Fantasy,
Yeah,
so I don't really have a
she might
comment.
mute herself. Can we mute?
Can we mute her?
I don't think so.
Oh yeah.
Yes, we can.
Whoa!
Oh.
Oh, they really lay it on thick too. Like
Shots
you have
fired.
Jaleesa Foster.
Says
my
your name and
God.
everything.
Sorry,
And-
boo.
Can she unmute herself? Or...
Sorry.
I don't know if she can or not. We'll
don't
find
know.
out.
Oh, yeah, she
Oh,
did.
there she is.
She doesn't even know. Like,
Oh, damn.
What?
Oh, hey, there she
I
is.
muted you because we can hear your life in the background. But
Oh, I'm sorry. I had to go
it's
get
cool.
some. I had to go get some ketchup.
Man, you guys making me hungry. Shoot. First Nia with
What is this
pizza,
other-
now this.
I know, right? That pizza was banging too. Sorry.
Nah, I
I'm gonna have to get
Okay.
pizza tonight.
I had to eat
God
something. I had to take
damn.
some medicine.
Okay, what else is this Char put up? Gun
Uh,
braid back. What? What is this?
I have no idea. It's just a link.
What is this
Oh,
that you?
it's-
What are you?
Okay, I'll explain. So there's this new game. I can't remember what it's coming
What
out
did
for.
she put?
It's called Gunvolt or whatever, and I'm not entirely sure. But so like last week on Silicon Era, they had a thing where it was like the character of the game was getting a haircut because for the Western audiences. So the
Yeah.
character, he's got kind of like cloud spiky blonde hair, but he also has like braids in the back. And so they were thinking of taking out the braids for the Western audiences because they thought it would be more masculine
What?
and suited to the Western audiences. And now they're putting back on the braids on the character. I didn't read the thing, but they're putting back on the braids of the character, and I was like, that seems like some shenanigans have gone down, and
That is so unnecessary.
right?
Yeah.
That's so stupid.
What?
I know.
Because everything has to be all
Think about it.
masculine and macho and blah
They
blah
thought having the
blah.
braids on the character was too feminine and like too,
Oh
I
gosh.
don't know, not suited for the
What?
kids who would be buying it in the West, and I was like, that's some bullshit right there.
Yeah,
So
that's a little weird. A little strange.
I mean,
yeah.
I know like the West has
What
like
about, like-
different standards for certain things regarding gender roles and all this
Yeah,
other
yeah.
kind of stuff, but I don't think anybody would really mind braids. I mean, anybody who has long hair can have braids, whether you're male or female.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think that's interesting. I'm actually looking at this article right now.
I know. I'll put it in the Twitch chat. So
Could
you can
y'all
see what
put
I'm talking
the podcast questions in the chat for me, please?
Yeah, they're in the chat, but I know you probably can't see them because
about. Oh, I'll re.
We're almost on the last
I got
topic.
you.
Almost.
Yeah, we're pretty much on this one.
There
Does
we
that
go.
does that say VanderCon?
Oh, we already talked about
WonderCon.
WonderCon.
You already talked about
Like that.
selling 7
That's
million. That's crazy.
Yeah, we talked about all that stuff. If you want to chime in after the on the after hours, then you can.
But Gabby, you
Okay.
wanted to say something
Sounds
about that
fun.
braid shit.
What'd you say?
Are
You
you
wanted to say
familiar
something
with
about the
Gunvolt?
braid stuff.
Oh right, yeah, no. I just think that's so dumb because I was thinking like even like Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII has really long hair and no one's like he's not manly. So
The manliest man ever.
yeah, so I think that's so
Ooh,
that's
Pretty much.
bullshit. I'm
I know
sorry.
it's something I want to talk about.
Mm.
What's that?
Well, we can't just
Oh
go
no, no,
against the
no,
grain. What
we'll
is
wait.
it? Okay.
Okay.
All right. The last topic of the day is Nintendo is showing Mario Kart 8 at WonderCon
Oh,
actually
that's what I
this
wanted to talk about.
weekend,
That's what I wanted to talk
starting yesterday, ending what tomorrow because it's from the 18th through the 20th.
Yeah.
When I first read the news, I was like, "What? Like, why would you pass up PAX East, one of the biggest like video game conventions ever, to show Mario Kart 8 at some convention where likely people aren't there for that type of thing?" But then, like, the more that I thought about it, I was like, you know what? It kind of makes sense because
about.
everybody at PAX,
No,
no, seriously, because everybody at PAX already knows about Mario Kart 8.
no,
Yeah, it's
If they took Mario Kart 8 to WonderCon, they're taking it to a place where people aren't really familiar with it because they're mostly going for anime and
no.
comics and stuff
That
like
that
that.
is an excuse. It is an excuse. No,
Tell us how you
no.
feel, Jaleesa. Tell us how
That
you
is
feel,
a
girl.
freaking excuse. Nintendo should have been at freaking PAX for one, cause it's bigger,
PAX is
more
getting
people.
huger by the
It is
year.
now you see it for yourself. When I told you, I was like, I tried to tell you it's big, but now you saw it for yourself. How many freaking people here? But they should have been there. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Even though people knew about it, they haven't played it.
That would have been like the premier way to show
That
it
would
off.
have been the big. They see this. I hate to say it. I think Nintendo is really scared of the big stage. They don't want to compete. They could have won easily with Mario Kart if they would have just showed it.
Yeah.
All
If
they had to do was show it. Like show me. Like there was no one there. Microsoft was barely there. Microsoft only had what Titanfall, and that's all I saw.
I
wait,
had like
they
an
had
after party.
I think they had Titanfall, Dead Rising 3. I think I may have saw Plants vs Zombies
Plants
Garden
vs Zombies
Warfare.
was at the it wasn't for Microsoft. It was something else. Cause
Okay.
they had DayZ there too, but it wasn't for
Yeah.
Microsoft.
Cuz like I know a lot of
Mm.
the stuff that I saw from Microsoft was stuff that has already been
It's
out.
already
So it
out.
wasn't like
There
they
you
were really
go.
there
It
in a
wasn't
big
nothing
way.
new except for DLC that they put out. They said something about DLC.
Right.
Sony, Sony was barely there either. They were like all the way in the back in the cut
And
chilling.
they were like giving away like prizes and like selling
Yeah,
stuff.
they weren't like there. So there was no one there except for third party. Third party and indies were huge this year. And of course we know why, because of E3, but still, this was the perfect chance for Nintendo to show off Mario Kart because they need help with that Wii U bad. So this is the perfect time for you to show the masses who are actually gaming what
Mhm.
Mario Kart Wii U is all about and
Right.
sell the Wii U. Somebody told me, well, WonderCon is better. I was like, you stop being a fanboy, man. Like real talk. Like you telling me WonderCon is bigger than PAX East when WonderCon is not always game oriented. PAX East is
Right.
all about games.
Mhm.
Right.
The Wii U ain't had a game in a minute. You've been going through so many droughts. You need PAX East and these other outlets to show off what the hell the Wii U can do because it's struggling.
Right.
Mhm.
It is struggling horribly. Like it's not doing like I ain't gonna say horribly. It's doing good, but it could be doing a whole lot better.
Mhm.
A whole lot better. And PAX East probably would have helped that.
Right. Cause like I remember like
I'm
some of the
confused.
things that we saw were what? Evolve. Wait,
They're
the things
scared to
that were
compete. Like there
playable.
were big games there, like The Evil Within, Borderlands, the pre-sequel was huge.
But what was playable is what I'm
What was
asking.
playable?
To the public,
Uh,
to the masses.
Evolve playable. Evil Within was playable, but they was playing it in front of you. You couldn't play it, but it was a guy playing it. You can watch him play it. Um, what Titanfall playable? They had a bunch of things for Titanfall. Uh, what other huge? What was it?
Wasn't Wolfenstein playable
Yeah,
too? I think
Wolfenstein was playable.
Wolfenstein was playable.
Wolfenstein was playable. Um, all Ubisoft games were playable except for Watch Dogs.
Right.
Like Trial Fusion was playable. The Crew was even playable, which was weird. But the Watch Dogs wasn't playable. That was extremely weird.
You still thinking it's sketchy?
We're gonna talk about that a little later.
It's still suspect, Jaleesa?
Yeah, let's talk about this. Let's say that one for later.
I want to know. I want to know.
Everything in Ubisoft's booth was playable except for Watch Dogs. The only thing that you couldn't play was hands off. They didn't even take no video.
That's hella
or
suspect.
get no photos. Like, asshole.
Yeah. We're gonna say that for later though, Crunk.
That's some suspect stuff right there.
About WonderCon?
But regarding the whole Mario Kart situation, I'm more inclined to agree with Jaleesa. I mean, like I said, I could understand them wanting to show it to people who haven't seen it before, but PAX would have been the perfect way to show it because, I mean, the game comes out in May, on May 30th, and what better way to go out with a bang with PAX East? That would have been perfect for them.
Exactly. It's like a month away. Almost a month.
Like, Evolve stole the show for me. That was just me.
Evolve was fantastic.
It was fantastic, and I'm like, yo, Mario Kart would have did well at PAX. It probably would have been lines out the wazoo.
Probably.
And then
How do you feel about
IGN talking about it, and they were like, they missed out on an opportunity for not showing up at PAX. Like, they needed to go there. Like, real talk.
How do you feel about it, Erica?
About Mario Kart? Well, I actually just did a video today about how Nintendo could totally win E3 if they're there. Like, they have the perfect opportunity just because of what's going on with Sony and Microsoft, how they're kind of being criticized for not having enough games, not doing this or that. And I agree with you guys. Like, PAX could have been a perfect opportunity, another opportunity, even more so for Nintendo to show Mario Kart. Let people play it, let people get hyped, let people write about it. It would have been on our site, it would have been on IGN, it would have been everywhere. Just hands-on with Mario Kart, and people would have been like, okay, this is for real, like, I gotta get a Wii U. I mean, seriously.
I remember when freaking Nintendo, like, sent all of the people, like, IGN and stuff, like, a playable version of the game. Mario Kart was everywhere. You couldn't go to a gaming site without seeing screens and videos and, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. So showing up at PAX would have just added to that whole thing. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, man. Like, I didn't
talking
get it because they even had a heavy presence at Comic-Con. They had Bayonetta playable.
Right.
So I'm like, what's the problem? Like, this is the time where you gotta show and prove that you belong here, even though we know you say you don't wanna be in competition, but you are.
Right.
Which is why you're losing right now.
Because
it's not the quality of the games, it's just
it's their attitude. There you go.
They're being very stubborn and trying to be like the old Nintendo, and it's not working right now, and it's like they don't know what to do. And I'm like, it's like laid out in front of you. Just follow the carpet. The carpet's laid out for you to walk on it. You just want to take the other route. You want to go to the right.
Exactly.
They have the power to do it, man. They just got to change that attitude.
Like, yo, their Nintendo thing that they had at Comic-Con was freaking packed to the brim. It was people trying to play they was trying to play Pokemon. There was people over there playing Bayonetta, playing what was it, Zelda, when they had the Zelda Wind Waker. Like, it was lines of people wanting to play your stuff. You just gotta bring it.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Lisa's right.
The same thing, Erica, you was talking about with E3. Like, they're gonna have to go back on the stage. Cause that shit they pulled last year, if you really wasn't a huge Nintendo fan, you would have thought they weren't there.
Like they don't exist anymore or something, you know? People probably thought that.
Even though, like, we people talk about E3 and all this other shit, like, it's important to the masses, and they weren't, like, they might as well have not been there because they didn't make no noise unless people told you about what they showed instead of you showing us.
Right.
They gotta show us that they want to do better than what they've been doing.
Right.
Yeah, and E3 is
I
like
just
the biggest stage too.
I
I
Yeah,
think
mean,
they
that their
got to
entire
show it.
PR needs to be like nuked or something.
See, it sounds like the
that
Sony
marketing.
debacle. Cause you see what happened when Sony got put on their ass. Now what they doing?
Their whole PR team was
Their
shit.
whole PR team was gone, and
Yeah.
a lot of people didn't know this. Like I
Yeah.
knew. Like I think it was 2012 that at E3 2012 everybody asked. Nobody was there. I think it
Yeah.
was 12 or 13. And a lot of people don't know that they have a brand new full PR team. No
And
one
that's
there was there
why
before.
and that's why they're doing much better. And that's what
Yeah,
Nintendo
huh?
needs. They need to nuke that entire PR team. Like just get rid of everybody.
They do this like they don't. I don't know if they know how to sell this thing to the masses because the Wii sold itself. They didn't really have to do much.
Right.
And I think it's this a little tougher on them now that for some odd reason they just can't kick it into high gear. And they have the games.
Right.
Hmm.
They just don't have the
The
they don't have the
oomph.
hype.
Yeah. So like I said this yesterday in a gaming group. Someone was like the PS4 sold off a straight hype. And I was like, yeah, you're right. But also it's killing everything but the 3DS. So it's doing something right.
Right.
It's killing everything from the Xbox One to the Wii U to the freaking Vita to everything that's on the market. It's whooping it. All right, it's whooping everything but the 3DS.
Right.
So that I mean, you can call it what you want, hype or
It
whatever,
goes a
but
long way.
it
Hmm.
goes a long way. 7 million people have a PS4, all for hype alone.
Right.
True. That's true.
But that makes you look worse because it constantly is beating you with no games.
Jaleesa
Ouch.
is
That's true.
preaching tonight.
She's
Preach
going in.
and preach.
Nah, I can talk about this because someone was
Damn.
arguing with me up and down saying it like I'm like, no, the Wii U is not fine. Stop acting like everything is hunky dory. It is not. That shit it kind of pissed me off though. Like he was just going back and forth. Well, or PAX East isn't that big, and then I'm
You
like,
know
yo,
what? It always trips me out. It
stop
always
making
trips me out when people
excuses.
say that. When people say that PAX East is da 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 da. It's like you know what? Is even if PAX East isn't like people, I think people don't give PAX enough credit because it's not E3. But it's
Hmm.
like any opportunity that you can to show your game is a good opportunity. A lot of people go to PAX. PAX is getting bigger each year. They even went a step ahead and made PAX available in the South, right here in Texas. What? In my backyard. So obviously PAX is doing something right. You
Yeah,
get
you
in the hands
remember
and
when old boy from Borderlands said about PAX.
well, I don't remember what he
You
say.
remember when he said that Borderlands basically got his kickstart at PAX, the first
Oh,
Borderlands.
yeah, 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 that's
Remember he
right.
said that?
Right.
He was like, with Borderlands 1, nobody was pre-ordering it. It was doing kind of horrible. And when
Right.
they brought it to PAX and let people actually try it and play it, that's when it skyrocketed. So every time they have a new game to come out when it comes to Borderlands, they bring it to PAX East first.
Right. And then like you have to remember like, gamers are very fickle. So if you could put the game in their hands, they're more likely to be believers.
Right.
Yeah. Not like Watch Dogs who want you to watch it and
Oh, Jesus.
they want you to
Oh,
watch it
Lord.
We got to
On
and
that
talk about
note,
that.
on
yeah.
that note, let's go ahead and talk about PAX because
Wait, can
Jaleesa
I say
wants to talk
something?
about PAX.
Okay.
What? Gabby, what?
And so we're
I
gonna
was
go ahead
gonna.
and talk about PAX because
No, Gabby
obviously
wants to say
Jaleesa.
something. You.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead,
Sorry,
Gabby.
I've been like waiting 20 minutes. I was.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I was doing a little research while you guys were talking, and I've heard of WonderCon before. And it's actually affiliated with San Diego Comic Con. So it's not like just. I mean, it's not as good as them bringing the game to PAX, but it has an attendance rate of like over 50,000 people, and it gets like a lot of gamers as well because it's affiliated with San Diego Comic Con, so they have like everything there, kind of like New York Comic Con and stuff. So I can kind of see why they maybe decided to put it there instead because they will be like the only big game there. and kind of they're making everyone talk about Mario Kart because of like this weird decision. Like everyone just be like, "What are they bringing there?" Like everyone is still kind of talking about Mario Kart, and it's on their radar this week. You know?
True.
Yeah,
Yeah, so.
I've personally never heard of WonderCon
Me
until
neither.
I got that press release by Nintendo. I was like, "What is WonderCon? Who goes to WonderCon?" That was my first initial thoughts, but
Yeah,
I
that's
never
it's
wanted to.
pretty up and coming con.
I'm sorry, I'm
So yeah.
confused. Nintendo's confused me. I don't get their decisions anymore. I'm just gonna.
well, you haven't been a Nintendo fan your whole life. I've been a Nintendo fan my whole life. I expect these weird
I
decisions
mean,
from them.
we would wait years for games, years and years, and like now it's like we want them like that. Gamers are just like
Right.
quick, quick, quick. You better put your games out now, or I'm moving on, and that's just
That's how
it
a
Yeah,
lot
ain't
of
gonna
people have
work
I
for
mean that's
become.
Nintendo.
how Sony and Microsoft has pushed people to like they've been pushing games out like that. So
Hmm.
Nintendo's got to catch up. Even though I know I love the quality of games, you know what I'm saying? But also they've moved into HD now too.
Hmm.
They're just now figuring out that games take longer to
Right.
be put in HD.
It just always seems like Nintendo's like a step behind. Like when, the PlayStation came out and everybody went to CD discs, they were still doing cartridges. Then, you know what I mean? Like they were always behind. Now
Right.
we're in the age of game chat, party chats, and they're still not doing it.
Right.
It's just mind-boggling.
The only thing that gives me hope is that unlike the Wii U now is it's more accessible as far as like updates and stuff is concerned. So that stuff, if people demand it, could still come. That's the only thing that gives me hope, but I'm not banking on it.
Right.
Well, you a fan, you know it better than I do. I'm confused.
Probably
Like
a lot better
I'm
than I do too. I mean, I've been a fan since I was 5, and I know Nia just knows a whole lot more. She's up with it.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm an old school Nintendo fan and I'm also accustomed to their modern era too. So like
Hmm.
I've just been
um,
hanging in there.
I'm
Yeah.
confused. I know I'm not the only one. though. That's the thing. Like you're
No.
confusing your
No,
consumers.
you're not the only one, chica. Trust
I
me.
would rather buy a 3DS right now.
You should. I mean, it's great.
The
3DS is
3DS
awesome.
is
It could
fantastic.
sell
I
But
agree.
itself though.
that's the
That's the
thing.
thing.
I should want to get your console.
Yeah,
I shouldn't be
Right,
picky about your console and more in tune with your handheld.
right.
because the 3DS is
Dang.
gonna sell itself.
Yeah,
I
the
mean, it
3DS is
So they
really
has.
ain't
been
gotta bring
selling.
out no
And
games for
then the
that
thing
sucker.
is, there really hasn't been any like Nintendo 3DS games, like, but it's still
They
doing
just sell
well.
like
Uh
crack.
huh.
It's still selling like crack with no games. I told you when you put that up there, I'm like, yo, anybody know who the Temptations are? Freaking the 3DS is the lead singer. What's his name? He's the
David
lead.
Ruffin.
There you go. He is 3DS is David Ruffin, and everybody else in the background is the Wii U. Like they in the back chilling and like singing tenor and all that, trying to
Nobody knows their
mostly just
names.
back. Yeah, they're in the back singing about games and in 3DS is up front. Like yeah, I got the spotlight.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't get it, yo. That's just like them putting Smash Bros on 3DS first. Why?
I don't even think that that version should exist.
It shouldn't. They should put it on this. No one has. That's even Eminence told me. He was like, I was gonna buy a Wii U for Smash, but now that it's on the 3DS, I'm not buying it. That's what a lot of people gonna do. It's still on
More
sale.
people are gonna buy it on the 3DS because more people have the 3DS already.
Yeah, not just that though. It's coming on 3DS first.
The
I know,
thing,
but that doesn't mean it's gonna sell more than the Wii U.
No, the Wii U version was coming out first. People wouldn't wait on it. They would be like, I'm buying it now because I don't want to
true.
wait 6 months till December to go buy it on 3DS.
It kind of has pros and cons for
Yeah,
both. Cause like the Wii U version coming out holiday season, I mean that's Christmas. People there might be some bundles. Parents are gonna
Yeah.
go out and get that thing. But then at the same time, if you already have the 3DS version, you might just be like, nah, I'm gonna go get whatever holiday games are coming out for Xbox One or PS4. You know what I mean? So
Right.
they might just be like, I'm good. I already have that game. So it could
Pretty
go
much.
bad. It
Even
could go
though
really
it's
bad.
probably going to be two totally different games, but
Yeah,
people
they're
don't think
different
that way.
games.
People
Yeah.
don't think that way though. They was like, I'm not double dipping. I'm gonna buy one and that's it.
They do have different stages. I know the 3DS has like a game
Different
mode.
mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think the stages should matter at all. Like, I don't.
Some people want all of it, but I'm like you guys. I want just one.
Yeah.
I already have a 3DS, so
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah, there's pros and cons, yeah. Like I said, I don't even think the 3DS version like that. I was so mad when they were like, it's coming to 3DS too. Like, why? Like, that version should not exist.
I mean, I wouldn't have made it exist, but they know that cash is gonna come in with that 3DS because it's already selling like hotcakes.
It's
Mm.
a big
Right,
install
Smash on
base.
3DS is gonna sell a nice amount of copies,
Yep.
right.
and the Wii U will too. But it's just it would have sold more, especially during
You
the
think it would
the
have had more
summer.
impact?
Yeah, it would have had way more impact because there's really no games coming out on the other systems. Not like
Right.
that. Because mostly I think half of 2014, there's nothing coming like that we know of yet. After like I think August, I think the only
Right.
thing we know coming out is Evolve, and I think the Evil Within comes out in August. UFC comes out in July. There's really not no huge like big time games coming in the summer months.
Right.
It's gonna be a drought. So
It's
Mario
a
Kart come out in May, and then after that you gotta wait how long?
Right.
and even the games that are coming out, they're all third party. There's
There you
not
Right.
go.
any big
'Cause
exclusives.
Sony or Microsoft are keeping tight lips right now
Mhm.
about E3.
Yeah, E3 is gonna be
It's gonna be
interesting this year.
huge.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I'm
this is
It
excited.
feels like people say that every year, like, E3 is gonna be so interesting, but I really do think it's gonna be interesting this year.
last year was highly interesting
Mhm. Mhm.
because
Last year was
it was just highly interesting just because of the whole Microsoft and their policies
Yeah,
and
that was
actually
crazy.
and then KI came back and Kingdom Hearts came back, Final
Mhm.
Fantasy came back. Last year was a pretty good year.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and talk about PAX.
Did you want to do it in after hours or just keep going?
Do we want to talk about PAX and after hours, or do we want to talk about it during
How
the
long are you going to
podcast?
talk about it?
You know what?
You know
Let's
how
save it.
much
Let's save it for the after hours.
All right.
Alright.
So
All
we'll
right,
take
you
a little
guys, we're
break.
gonna go ahead and what you say, Jaleesa?
Oh, I didn't say nothing. I'm sorry.
We're gonna go ahead and end the podcast here, and we're gonna come back in about 5 minutes to do SheAttack after hours. So thank you guys so much for joining us for our live podcast. Please continue to stick around because we'll be right back. Peace.
Peace.
Bye.